and these politicians are just walking off, thinking it's okay Tuesday, and they want to go visit the Trump, they want to blame the Trump administration. We have Democrats blaming ICE.
Bad doing fine.
Infamous, show us that you're black again.
He said, show us that you're black again. Show us that you're black again.
Bro, I don't need it. Bro, I'm not in a zoo, man.
Show us that you're black again.
Me like I'm some kind of zoo animal,
Tired. My people are suffering. I'm scared for my little brother. My people are suffering, and these people just...
My experience with life is pretty awesome. Somebody told me probably like a little over 2 weeks ago, they like, you know, if you so rich and this and that, which I never even brought up money, but they like, if you so rich, if you got so much money, how come you know, not in a bigger place and all of this other type of stuff? I'm like, why would I spend additional money just to make other people feel good about me? Like,
think you look good. Nah, think you look good. Think you look good. Now I got to see what's up with you, right? I mean, you don't think you look good. Not that, I don't look that good. Do you think you look good? No. Do you think you got a nice body? No. Nice butt? No. I do. Jesus Christ. You got low self-esteem, but let's get...
This man Anton Daniels is laughing at the comment by Fleece Johnson, the booty warrior. Pause. The booty warrior is making Fleece Johnson blush, as if a black man can blush. Crazy work. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear the side of what Corey has to say, because we have been covering the side of Antoine. Now we're going to go into what Corey has to say. Even though he already got dog walked on his own platform, has Antoine forced him to confess, talking about he tiptoed around the special of Dave Chappelle. How you going to have a whole grown-ass man force you to confess on your own platform? But let's go into the content, ladies and gentlemen.
There's so much to say. Okay, fuck the videos. Anyway, so the man came at me with sex play.
Pause. Anton Daniels said that you give out man fellatio on your platform. He said it 4 times, and you proceeded to say it a 5th time as if the first time is already too much.
I'm not talking to everybody, because everybody might not even understand what sex play is. That's the word. That's when you talking that backdooria to a man. The man came at me with sex play, and I tried to warn him. I tried to tell him, you can't play with me like that. So I'm realizing the camera's on me.
Could be for various reasons. One, YouTube would have shut the shit down. YouTube don't like fights. You got a lot of studio equipment in that. Corey Holcomb already done been sued. He could think Anton might sue him. Corey Holcomb damn near 60. It could be a bunch of reasons other than the fact that he was scared. I'm not saying that he was scared. He could have been scared. What I'm saying is Corey Holcomb he didn't want to fight. Anton didn't want to fight. Anton didn't want to fight either. Anton knew. Corey Holcomb know from being from the crib, you a disciple. You know from being from the crib and you affiliated. The moment that motherfucker called you a dick sucker, it shouldn't have been no second chance. He called it to you 4 times.
And that's what I'm trying to understand, ladies and gentlemen. People, content creators are saying that if Anton Daniels really wanted to smoke, he would have said that phrase a 5th time. We have to stop the cap. So let me get this straight. If somebody walks into your house and calls you out your name 4 times, the 5th time is greater than the first time. 1 time is already too much. Ladies and gentlemen, people are really in the comment section talking about if Antoine really wanted to smoke, he would have said the phrase that Corey gives out, man, fellatio. Pause. Crazy work. Giving ultimatums.
Anton knew it was up when he called it. It was a possibility it could be up. Anton know not to let no nigga stand over him. And neither one of them niggas want to fight. I ain't heard no motherfucker on the internet that did a reaction call it this way. But this the clear, it's clear as day. None of these niggas want to fight.
No. I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a respect.
Pause.
Ain't no respect your platform. You said the nigga was a dick sucker. You already disrespected his platform. You disrespected him, so you disrespected his platform. You can't call him a dick sucker on his show.
Pause.
And say you gonna respect his platform. It's what it is.
Because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation. We good. But
We
you're
good.
not bossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do
Nigga,
dick
we can put
sucking
the
shit.
microphone right down,
Yo.
right now, and go on back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my
I
mouth.
got a
You
question
running your
for
mouth.
Anton.
I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this shit for
sucking
the
shit.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
If you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that, I'll respect you. But don't boss up on me because you said a lot
on the line. It's a lot on the line. But he's trying to act like he a man. I bet my life and safety he wasn't a man.
great space. The third thing that I said, and I forgot what the percentages was, and you can go back to rich and this and that, which I never even brought up money, but they like, if you so rich, if you got so much money, how come you know, not in a bigger place and all of this other type of stuff? I'm like, why would I spend additional money?
Asked D to move and basically sat in his lap. Because if you walk up on a man like that, you could get your eye poked out. You can get sucker punched. You can get all kinds of things done. Look,
All the things that you didn't do. We're gonna have to call a spade a spade. You gave the indication you was going to squabble, but in reality, your ass was glued to the seat when Anton Fruity Pebble Daniels invited you to fight. How do you get dog walked by Anton Daniels of all people? The man put on a hot dog costume, 2 white buns, and he's the wiener.
Just to
Pause.
make other people feel good about me. Like, I'm in a very great space. The third thing that I said, and I forgot what the percentages was, and you can go back to.
I would never walk up on a man like I walked up on dude. I knew he was bumping his gums. I knew nothing was going to happen how I walked up on him.
Today, that I don't fuck with either, but I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially.
What did Corey say that he forgot? Apparently, he has amnesia. He threw the insult first by saying that Anton Daniels kisses the white man's backside. He threw the insult first. Anton Daniels proceeds to say, well, you suck the dick of the black man. Pause. Whoa! Corey apologizes for Antoine as if Anton Daniels can't speak for himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, Corey is apologizing for the next man disrespecting him on his platform. They shake hands twice. They squash the beef just for Corey to bring it up again. Then he wants to have his show talking about what? Because Anton Daniels, not only did he sun you, he pulled down your drawers, bent you over, and did the unthinkable. Pause. Whoa! So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try my best to hear the side of Corey and call a spade a spade.
But except for like when you arguing with a female. Because that's all he did was yap after he backed up. Because when I first sat down, I was right up on him.
Pause.
With regard to how would it call this nigga out his name? Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't.
Corey says, did I call this ninja out of his name? Well, you said that he kissed the white man's backside. I think you completely forgot about that. Now, even though that statement may be true, you could have used a different choice of vocabulary words by saying, yo, you favor the white man, you pander to the white man, you cater to the white man, but you decided to say that you kissed the white man's backside. So you can't throw a jab and be surprised when a jab is thrown back. Crazy work.
Tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No, this my show. This my show.
That's cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking. I don't dick suck.
Pause.
Then after that, he kept yapping. A little bit after that, because I kept telling him, I don't do that dick sucking shit.
Yeah, you said it 100 times, so he heard you. Why did you say it so many times, and why are you so fixated on that phrase? Ladies and gentlemen, have y'all heard hit dogs holler? You said your point. You don't like that phrase. Why did you proceed to say that same statement 100 times throughout the interview? He heard you.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
He kept yapping. So I'm like, all right, say I suck dick again.
Pause. Why would you give an ultimatum to tell the next man to say that phrase? That's some crazy ass work. So he said it 4 times previously on your platform. The 5th time is more sufficient than the first 4 times. And ladies and gentlemen, people are really sticking with that narrative like Anton Daniels, if he really wanted that smoke, he would have said it the 5th time. Are y'all sick? Like, seriously, are y'all real or NPCs? Because there's some people that really are stuck on that narrative that Anton Daniels didn't want to smoke because he didn't say it a 5th time. He said it 4 times, ladies and gentlemen, 4 times. You have to stop the cap. So somebody comes in your platform, your house, calls you out your name 4 times, and the 5th time is going to be greater than the first 4 times. Stop the cap.
He folded. That was my out. That was my out. I was like, this is all smoke and mirrors after this. Because I don't know why people who understand life couldn't see. The man was too scared to take his glasses off. He was froze. He just was yapping. Like when you arguing with
my nigga. Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
See all that shit right there? You ain't gonna do shit. Man, bro, it's... This shit was a play. Anton, this shit was a play by Anton the whole time. Now, once Anton realized this motherfucker done switched seats and did a lot of woofing, Anton already knew at that point, man, buddy ass ain't no shit. So now he could just add fuel to the fire. Man, step outside. Bring your ass outside. Nigga, you ain't finna do shit. He knew it. You call a motherfucker a bitch. He from Detroit. Corey Holcomb from the crib. Anton done did a lot of research on Corey. It's obvious. Corey ain't did enough research on Anton. Anton ain't the streetest street nigga from Detroit, but he's still from inner city Detroit. Anton knew that once he called him a dick sucker, if the nigga ain't fired on him at this point, then he wasn't gonna fire him. So now you gotta remember, Anton make a lot of money off the internet. So now Anton in his head, like, shit, nigga, I gotta run with this. I gotta take this interaction and this shit I gotta work this shit for the rest of the week. I gotta make sure we gonna get clips from this. This shit need to go viral. So now Anton thinking viral. Corey ain't gonna never be Anton when it come to content. Corey gonna be Anton on that stage doing that stand-up. Anton can't get him there. Corey can't be Anton on the internet. He can't.
Girlfriend. The man, look, we not talking no hypotheticals. I ain't gonna say what I would have did. I heard the man said I was shaking. Okay, if I was shaking, I bet you didn't say that sex play to me again. So I ain't no tough guy.
Why does he need to say it a 5th time? Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm trying to understand. Crazy ass word. He said it 4 times. So the 5th time is greater than the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th time. So we're giving ultimatums now. So I can disrespect you 4 times, get away with it because I didn't say it a 5th time? How does that make sense?
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
I ain't got time for that. I had a production in Vegas this week where I was on stage joking and singing. I'm the entertainer. But he has mastered a wickedly brilliant way to get people to clickbait what he's doing. And it's a very dangerous way to live. It's a dangerous way to live because
A dangerous way to live for sure is Anton Daniels, because I'm gonna call a spade a spade. What a dangerous way to live is Anton Daniels putting on a hot dog costume for clicks and views. That's some crazy work. And you want to say that you're him. This is the same person that says, I'm him. I'm him. People look up to me. Why? People, they worship me. They want to follow me. And you proceed to put on a hot dog costume?
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Too, because I'm the truth, nigga. Why wouldn't white people follow me? I'm the truth to them too. I'm the truth to you. You just in denial. They get in this game. Why wouldn't white people follow me? Nigga, I'm a G to everybody. I'm the man to everybody, not just to you, not just to our community. I'm the man to everybody.
My experience with life is pretty awesome. Somebody told me probably like a little over 2 weeks ago, they like, you know, if you so rich and this and that, which I never even.
People come up to me and say, oh my God, can I take a picture? And your girl too. Why wouldn't they? Nigga, I want everybody to follow me. I'm not limited. I'm not limited.
Things he did during this week, he really played himself. Because he has nothing else to do but talk crazy and act like he's doing this and act like he's doing that. Homie,
Well, that, you know, it's
thanks for not beating me up. That's all I got to say. Thanks for not beating me up, dude. All right.
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't happen too, because that 30-day ban, then the only place they would have been able to go hear about it really was at his, you know what I mean, on his page, really.
Whatever would have happened, it would have happened if he was man enough to stick to his conviction of what he came here for. His conviction of what he came here for was to try and catch me off my square. And, you know, I'm a tell him and any advocate of him, and of course the people that root for what we're doing up here, I'm gonna tell you this. Why don't you think what he did worked?
Personally, I think it did work. Got X amount of attention. The entire internet is talking about this situation. Dog walked you on your own show, made you confess that you tiptoed, got you tiptoeing around your own special, made you confess, talking about, yeah, I was tiptoeing on that Dave Chappelle special. Why, as a grown man, do you have another man got you confessing on your own platform? Then, not only did he disrespect you, called you out your name 4 times, he proceeds to invite you to fight out back. Regardless if it was a bluff or not, he still was disrespecting you on your show. Then, to put the cherry on top, ladies and gentlemen, Corey apologizes for Antoine. Corey, out of his own mouth, said, I don't think you knew what you said when you disrespected me. So now we apologizing for the next man's actions? So, yeah, I think mission accomplished.
That's a few reasons.
Why didn't it work? What he tried to do, why don't you think it worked? Craig?
I think it worked. Antoine doesn't have any street credit, and he capitalized off this moment, off a comedian. Now, I don't give him any credit if it would have got violent, because we don't respect fighting the elderly. Like, we got to stop the cap. But in terms of going blow for blow, brick for brick, yeah, the rebuttal was terrible. It was one-sided.
And that's what Corey lost at. They both took an L. They both took an L because I think there's some sucker shit. It was too much disrespect. on both sides for neither one of them to foul the other one, right? But as far as this content, the internet shit, Corey gonna take the L on the internet shit.
Me with that dick sucking shit again, nigga. You're not gonna
Pause. That's the only rebuttal that Corey had. See, ladies and gentlemen, Corey actually had Anton Daniels against the ropes. Anton Daniels was moving the goalposts. He refused to answer the question, how come he does not talk about the white man the way he holds the black man accountable? Instead, he got in his emotions, repeatedly saying that crazy ass phrase, I don't give out man fellatio. Pause. Whoa! He said that 100 times that he doesn't give out man fellatio. Why does he need to? No man needs to say it that many times for me to believe you, bruh.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Crazy work.
come at me with. Say I suck dick again, nigga.
Man, all that, this the second round of him threatening him to tell him to say he suck dick again. Now you done set the mic down, bro. It's a wrap. It's too late. You supposed to been fired on him.
Sucking. I don't dick suck, my nigga.
Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't
bro.
dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
Come at me with that dick sucking shit again, nigga.
You're not gonna
come at me with.
So once again, you could have cooked him in a civilized manner. Still could have been heated, still could have been controversial, but instead you want to change the whole dynamic of the show, talking about you don't give out man fellatio. So what did Corey do? Excuse me, what did Antoine say to hit a nerve to where you have to repeat that same statement over 100 times that you don't give out man fellatio? He made you feel some type of way, got you out of character, got you repeating the same thing over and over and over again. Crazy work.
Trying to laugh with the bros.
Then you want to have a show talking about Antoine didn't do what he planned to do. Oh yeah, he definitely did, because what was the point of this interview? So you can repeat that you don't give out man fellatio over 100 times?
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Hear what you got to say about that.
Well, here's the thing, right? First of all, because we're comedians, so we think abstract. So we don't hear words the same way everybody else hears words. We don't experience situations in the same way. So what he took advantage of initially was you were coming from an honest place. You were really trying to have an honest intellectual dialogue.
They said I disrespected him when
You was trying to have an intellectual dialogue. You said, how do you feel about the white man taking over America? That's intellectual. Stop the
I
cap.
be trying to laugh with the bros.
they said I said he was kissing white people ass, and he was exactly kissing white people ass. And to this day, he still has never said nothing about the contribution the Caucasian male has made to the downfall of this nation.
Right.
The contribution to the white male. See, that's the wrong question. The question should be, how come the white man walks away with immunity when he does injustice in the streets, walking away from cold blood red rum, murder, evidence clear as day, body cam, clear as day, but yet these cops are walking away free. So how come the judicial system favors cops? These are the questions that need to be asked. Not talking about how is the white team man the downfall of America. What?
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
What kind of question is that?
And he said, I'm not going into that.
Right.
He said it, and people forget about that. They forget that he never answered that question.
Right.
I'm sitting up here asking questions. This man coming at me with some dick sucking shit.
Right.
I'm glad that he didn't have the courage to say it when I stood on it. I'm glad. Yeah. I didn't have to call.
When did you stand on it? By giving him an ultimatum, say that you give man fellatio again? He invited you to fight. We got to stop the cap. So just because he didn't say it a fifth time, he said it previously 4 times. What are you talking about? So we giving our ops ultimatums now. So that our ops, ladies and gentlemen, can come in our house, call us out of our name, disrespect us on our platforms, in our house. Crazy work, ladies and
I be
gentlemen.
trying to laugh with the bros.
4 times, and the 5th time is greater than the first 4 times. That's some what?
What?
The logic is crazy work.
Call the lawyer in the morning and take that retainer over there. And I don't expect everybody to understand that. It's a lot of people ain't never had to give a lawyer $10,000 at one time. But that's what they start at if you really want a chance to be heard in the courtroom.
But when he say he studied you, he knows this. Like, we comedians, we got ego.
All right, so basically what Corey doing is a typical Chicago move. It's niggas from the crib that can do all that woofing, and it's niggas that ain't street, that'll be enough for them. It's niggas that can do that shit. They'll use their size. They'll use the fact that they might have a deep fear. Listen, it's already beyond. It don't work with everybody. And clearly, Anton, it ain't working with him.
We can go out back right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, so Corey says on his platform after this incident that he kept the 10 toes down when he gave the ultimatum to Anton Daniels, that he didn't repeat that phrase, that he gives out, man, fellatio, pause. But if you just read the body language, see, don't believe what people say. Don't believe what I say. Take it with a grain of salt and break it down and do your own synapses, do your own analysis, and judge by your own prefrontal cortex. Don't just be a lost sheep just listening to these content creators as if it's law, because on Corey's platform, he says that he kept the 10 toes down. But how are you keeping the 10 toes down when you're sitting down? Who's standing up? And once again, even if Anton Daniels is bluffing, how did it get to this point? And why is Anton Daniels so comfortable enough to invite you to fight? Oh, you have some content creators and people saying because Anton Daniels has security. Regardless if he has security or not, you also had people in your studio. You wasn't one deep. Come on now. Also, my question is, why did you continue on with this interview apologizing for Anton Daniels as if he didn't blatantly disrespect you, calling you a D-sucker 4 times? You want to say, oh, he didn't say it a 5th time. He didn't say it a 5th time, though. If he wanted smoke, he would have said it a 5th time. Come on now. Y'all supposed to be grown as entities, and y'all really coming up with these childish ass excuses, bruh. Ain't nobody going to say that to me 1 time, let alone 5 times. Stop the cap.
Back right now. I'm with it. I bet you won't say that shit. We go all back right now. I got money.
Who's sitting down and who is standing up? See, go straight to the proof of the pudding. Go to the evidence. Don't believe what people say. Go to the footage. When people say something, go to what they talking about. What people say is not law. See for yourself and break it down on your own. Use your own analysis. Talking about you kept the 10 toes down. How? You got this fruity pebble Anton Daniels putting on a hot dog costume, getting sweet spoken to by Fleece Johnson, talking about his body looks nice, his booty looks nice. You have low self-esteem. Pause. You got dog walked by this guy?
Think you look good. Nah. Think you look good. Think you look good. I got to see what's up with you, right? I mean, you don't think you look good. Not that, I don't look that good. Do you think you look good? Nah. Do you think you got a nice body? No. Nice butt? No. I do. You got low self-esteem, but let's get back. I'm gonna show you respect, you know.
This man is giggling like a little girl, man. He likes it.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
He likes it. He's getting wine and dine by Fleece Johnson.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
He's smiling ear to ear, showing all his veneers.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
And you got dog walked by this man. Come on, Corey.
And once he invited him to go outside, Corey Holcomb got to go at that point. Listen, it's already beyond professional. This some dumb nigga shit at this point. So, nigga, you got to go all the way with it now. Because we already knew. I already knew at this point what Anton was going to do. I knew the Room 9 show was going on live. So I knew if he walked off, he was finna go straight over there and run content. I knew the next morning on his morning show, he gonna run content. For the rest of the week, he gonna run content. And it became a stimulus package.
We used to people sitting down and listening to what the fuck we gotta say.
You're used to somebody sitting down. You got Anton Daniels standing up, inviting you to fight. The same Anton Daniels that put on a hot dog costume.
Like, if you so rich, if you got so much money, how come you not in a bigger place and all of this other type of stuff? I'm like, why would I spend additional money just to make other people feel good about me? Like,
Strategy was to invalidate you. So no matter what you would have said, he was going to disregard it because he knew that would get you in a space like, nigga, what?
What you said is, how do you feel about the white man taking other nations as a jack nation? That was your first question, Corey. Stop the gab. What kind of question is that? How do you feel? It doesn't matter how you feel. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it a bean. Blood was shed for your right to have the right to walk on this green earth in the United States of America. Ain't nothing sweet. Once again, blood was shed. Just because you don't know who died for your right to be free, it was shed, for the record. So when you're complaining and being a little bitch, remember the fact that you have free will and go to wherever the F you want to go and buy whatever the F you want to buy. That is a privilege. There was a point in time, ladies and gentlemen, where soldiers didn't know they was going to come back to their families. Last time they leave, they don't know they're going to come back. Now, is it right? I mean, who am I to say if it's right or wrong? But it happened. They came, they saw, they conquered, they did all type of crazy work, taking the land from the native people, stuff they're trying to delete in our history books. Nevertheless, your right to be free was bloodshed on the floor. Talking about, how do you feel about this nation being a jack nation? That's how it happens. They're not going to give it to you on a platter.
So you
what? No, what'll get me in a space if you start sex playing me?
Right.
Because I wasn't there until I didn't stop. Like, fuck what we talking about. Hey, nigga, I don't do that dick sucking shit. I don't play like that. I don't know people who play like that. I'm talking about, it ain't nowhere where I'm from. I never seen whole shit like that before. I never saw nobody do nothing.
You know what I never seen, ladies and gentlemen? A grown man attacking somebody's kids. That's what I've never seen. That's some crazy work. How do you even fathom the thought of attacking somebody's kid?
Like that before.
But in the debate world, it's called baiting opposition. The whole purpose of it is to invalidate your credibility.
So in the debate world, or whatever you want to call it.
What is the debate world that you can't keep up with the conversation? Where's the bait? Y'all making up these narratives. Like, what are these individuals talking about? The debate world. He was answering every question that you asked, but you didn't answer his questions. One question he didn't answer, though, is that, how do you feel about the white man being the downfall of the United States? That's some crazy. What kind of question is that? Who would answer that question? Now, once again, he could have reworded that question saying, why do you cater to the white man? Why do you favor the white man? Why do you pander the white man? Why do you, you know what I'm saying? Instead of asking those choice of vocabulary words, he said, why do you kiss the white man's backside? And that's what started the feud between these two content creators. And he's mad, crying over spilled milk when he threw the jab first. Crazy work.
It's all week people been running. He been doing shows and interviews with everybody else. It's on X, it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, it's everywhere. So you gotta go outside at this point. It's beyond professional at this point. It's beyond cooler heads prevailing. You gotta go all the way. This shit is already embarrassing. So now you gotta go all the way.
I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Hey, homie,
Nah, it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling. Darlene, get out the way. Don't get in the way of two niggas.
Why Corey Holcomb got all these goddamn keys like he a janitor?
Darlene, get out the way.
Why the fuck he got all these keys?
Don't.
Why do you, yo, who needs that many keys to go anywhere, bruh? You don't need to open that many doors. No more locked doors.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Get in the way of two niggas. Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't got to go out back right now, because we got to go out back to lead this motherfucker. But I'm saying that dick sucking shit.
Nah, bro. We ain't honoring that, bro. Crib ain't honoring that, boy. Nah.
Ladies and gentlemen, so Antoine invited Corey to fight. Corey switched seats. Why did he switch seats? Got the woman in the middle out the way just to sit down. He was indicating he was trying to fight just to sit down. You kept the 10 toes down though, right? You got this man who put on a hot dog costume punking you on your own show.
Very great space. The third thing that I said, and I forgot what the percentages was, and you can go back through how much money, how come you know, not in a bigger place and all of this other type of stuff. I'm like, why would I spend additional money just to make other people feel good about me? Like, I'm in a very great space. The third thing that I said, and I forgot what the percent.
Nah. We ain't honoring it, bro. We ain't honoring that shit.
Hey, homie,
Nah,
look.
it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling. Darlene, get out the way. Don't get in the way of two niggas. Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't got to go out back right now, because we got to go out back to lead this motherfucker. But I'm saying that dick sucking shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't say it how you like it,
If you want to
okay,
get back to the
but
conversation,
we can get back to the conversation. But just know,
I'm not
ain't no
listening to
dick
none of that
suckers
shit,
up
bro.
here, nigga.
I'm not listening to none of that shit. If you want to.
It's too much explaining on Corey Holcomb. Nigga, you already done explained it 10 times that it ain't no, we know.
That's what I'm trying to understand. Why is Corey repeating himself over and over that he doesn't give out man fellatio? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna have to study this. This is a breakdown. How you gonna say that over 100 times that you don't give out fellatio? He heard you the first 10 times. Why do you proceed to say it over and can we move past two grown men? Can we talk about something civilized? Talk about politics. Talk about what's going on in Minnesota. Talk about anything else but giving out man fellatio. Pause. Then you feel some type of way that you attacked the man's daughter on your platform. So now we're using people's kids as ammo. So you got cooked so much that you had to attack his child, a minor, a woman. And people want to say, oh, he's a comedian. It's fair game. No. Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, rest in peace, the kings of comedy. As funny as they were, rest in peace to Bernie Mac, they never used kids as ammo. Only thing Bernie Mac said, him downstairs. He trying to get some milk and cookies.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
He never used a kid, put them on the big screen, roasting a girl, calling him a boy. That's some nasty work.
We already know. Damn, bro. I hate the fact that, damn, bro. I hate that. I hate that, man. This shit ain't a good look, bro. This shit ain't a good look, bro. And I really feel bad for Corey outside the fact that Anton made him look bad as it pertained to this situation, but more so from the fact he didn't see the play at the very beginning. This was all a play. Anton is a content creator. A good one at that. You got to give it to him.
And you can go back.
He's also the same guy to sell his soul for clicks and views by putting on a hot dog costume, 2 buns, and he's a wiener, getting sweet spoken to by Felice Johnson, crying, laughing, giggling, blushing, as if a black man can blush. Ladies and gentlemen, can a black man blush? That's some crazy words.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Back through just to make other people feel good about me. Like, I'm in a very great space. The third thing that I said,
Guarantee you this, the debate will stop if you tell a man brought up in ghetto America who don't move like that anything about dick sucking. The debate is out the window. It's What's up?
So once again, Anton Daniels hit a nerve when he said that phrase. But what I'm trying to understand is that they already squashed it out. Corey proceeded to apologize for Anton Daniels, saying that I don't think you knew what you said when you said that I give out man fellatio. So is Corey trying to hide something, ladies and gentlemen? Because why are you so fixated on saying that same phrase over and over and over again?
I gave it all for fantasy.
Right.
What's up?
You know what it reminds me of? Remember when Dennis Rodman was in the league and he was dressing crazy? And, you know, I forget who it was. I think it was Alonzo Mourning. And he kept slapping his ass. And Alonzo was like, you know, kind of
Pause. What kind of example is that, bro?
mad. And he was yelling from the sideline, you a sick man. You a sick man. Because Dennis Rodman knew, okay, this is his limit and this is my limit. My limit on this particular thing is a little further. So let me try to take him in deep waters. He was just trying to take you in deep. But you caught it, though, so it didn't work.
Yes.
But Dennis Rodman also was in front of cameras.
Right.
This is what we have to make sure is understood. Some people, when they in front of cameras, they understand this is basically court gear.
Right.
This is court gear.
Yeah.
It's proof of what happened. I can't respect all that in front of the camera stuff.
No.
I respect the work you put in elsewhere.
Yeah. Right. But he don't want your respect.
He ain't gotta have my respect. But I'm just saying, if you want, look, I am not ashamed of my masculinity. All my young guys out there who
If you're not ashamed of being a man, you don't have to repeat yourself. A man is not going to say that he doesn't give out man fellatio over 100 times. Who are you trying to prove to? You said it once, he heard you. He invited you to fight. You sit your ass down with your genital keys at your waistband, jingling in all type of different directions. Yo, no man needs that many keys. Where you going with that many keys at your waistband?
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Talking about you comfortable. If you're comfortable, you don't have to repeat yourself 100 times.
Content. If he coming on your show for free, he got to figure out ways to get paid. He been making a lot of money off this interaction on his channel. Corey, all he got is this. Corey ain't said shit. I'm pretty sure he's going to talk about it next Tuesday. But Anton is a content creator. This was a play. And I'm more upset that Corey didn't see the play. More so than I am that Anton made him look foolish right here.
Get back to the conversation.
Long as you
We can
know.
Get back to the conversation.
Long as you know.
Bro, you not.
Because that ain't
You
nothing-
not that tough.
Everything's straight. Ain't nobody saying I'm sucking dick no more. Everything's straight.
For sure. I got a question for bro, though.
And I'm a
Ladies and gentlemen, so Corey right there, after the 50th time, he said verbatim, everything is straight. As long as ninjas don't say that I suck paws no more, everything is straight. So we should not bring up no de-sucking again throughout this interview. Who do you think brings up that de-sucking? Corey brings it up again. He can't get over that. Why do you think that is, ladies and gentlemen? You just said as long as nobody brings it up again, we're good. So you would think we would proceed on a different conversation. But Corey can't move past that. He keeps on saying that same phrase. After he shook hands with Antoine.
respect him on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He said what he said, so I'm gonna respect him on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, question: given that black people,
Corporate America, for example, you can use the internet in order to push out propaganda, or
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Corey's body language, he's not even trying to debate or talk about anything else. He's still in his feelings about that statement. Even though he said previously, as long as nobody says that, we're good.
you can use it to communicate effectively with the people. You can use money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people. And so you can't just say that.
So Corey's in his feelings. Meanwhile, Antoine's actually adding substance and value and debatable topics and conversation to the show, actually bringing content. Corey, all he wants to talk about is he doesn't give out man fellatio.
Christianity itself is used. The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people.
Absolutely.
Look, man, what a bar. I don't think people are ready to understand what Anton Daniels just said. And I'm not an Anton Daniels fan. I'm just calling a spade a spade. If you just look at the two gentlemen, who is in their feelings, feeling some type of way, and who is actually bringing content to the table. This man Anton Daniels just said the Quran can be used in a negative way. That's deep, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, Corey's ice cold quiet. He still wants to talk about he doesn't give out man fellatio. You just said if nobody says that again, we good, we straight. And now he looks sick as a dog.
So it depends on the person. And
She said Anton had security. Going outside didn't make sense. Anton was bluffing. It did make sense at that point. Anton had security, but Corey Holcomb had people there too. At that point, listen, Corey Holcomb should have fired on Anton the moment he got out that chair. It should have never got to the point of going outside. Unfortunately, it had gotten beyond professionalism. It's nigga shit now. You got to go all the way with it. You got to go all the way with it. Calling him a dick sucker is worse than calling him a bitch. Coming from where we come from. Anton from Detroit, Corey Holcomb from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. I understand the culture. Calling motherfucker a bitch, you don't get a second chance to call motherfucker a bitch. As soon as you call motherfucker a bitch the first time, motherfucker going upside your head. A dick sucker is worse.
In this, they're going to try to make you think something's wrong with you if you have a line that a batty boy cannot cross. If you have a line where you like, don't play with my sexuality like that, they're going to make it seem like,
don't play with my sexuality like that. So let me get this straight. Why is he so sensitive to that statement? When he initially said, you kissed a white man's ass, Anton Daniels more aggressively said, you do that to the black community. But it was a analogy, just like when Corey threw his analogy that he kisses the white man's ass. That's a metaphor. So to add context, when he said that you give out man fellatio, pause. That is a metaphor, meaning you favor the black community. But instead of understanding the metaphor, he feels disrespected by the word choice that Anton Daniels said on his platform. So the disrespect is between both parties, but Corey can't get over it, so much so that he has to attack his daughter, bringing up the man's daughter as ammo. All you had to say is, how come you was laughing and giggling to Fleece Johnson talking about he likes your backside and you have a nice body? You was giggling to the floor and acting like a schoolgirl when you should have kept it professional and say, if you keep on going out of bounds, this interview is over. That's all you had to say.
you're hateful or you're something. You're not hateful. You are a man. You built like that. You're supposed to fold it up as much as you can in this crazy world. But if somebody is testing your manhood like that, man.
So now your manhood is tested. What? Talk about gaslighting. You threw the insult first. How is the manhood being tested when you said you kissed a white man's ass? So you just have amnesia that you threw the first jab.
I'm telling you, man, I don't care how well composed you are. We still animals.
All day.
Don't play with mine, whoever you are. So some people want to say, well, that's all somebody got to do to set you out. I guess.
Absolutely no. Nobody should get you out of character, get you so riled up to where you're about to get your channel taken down, face a lawsuit. No one should ever get you out of character because you still can feel some type of way, but you could have hit him where it hits home and give him some very tough questions that he has to answer. Because you have Anton Daniels, quotation mark, that white man's ass kisser in your platform. So you can ask him some very tough questions. But instead, you want to be fixated on the phrase that you don't give out man fellatio. How does that make sense? So your whole purpose, so you woke up that day to tell the masses that you don't give head to the same sex? Pause. Whoa!
I ain't from that world. Where I'm from, people don't go there with you.
Right.
Where you're from, people show respect to get respect. I mean, as an old head, I mean, we should understand for these YNs, these new ninjas, you know, they just all over the place with these switches. But as a old head, you should have a code. And people want to say there's no rules in the streets. This is not a street fight, ladies and gentlemen. We have to stop the cap. These are two content creators. This is a guy that's almost 60 and a 40-year-old. Come on now. Stop the cap.
But he had the whole place set up, man. I was like, okay. You know, another thing he depended on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to watch this video. This is the explanation that Corey came up with. I can't even get through 10 minutes of the video.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
The cap is crazy.
Which was error in logic. It's called false equivalency. He understands how we was raised, the era we was raised in. You know,
Someone in the chat said, what planet is he from?
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
That's what I'm trying to understand. Making up these random narratives. My God, you got dog walked on your own platform. You got your drawers pulled down to the floor and bent over. Pause. Whoa!
Once he allowed it to go that far, he ain't got no choice but to go all the way with it now. He had to go outside.
That's why we evaluate the person based off of their fruits instead of evaluating them based off of Christianity itself.
Another great talking point Anton Daniels brought up to the table while Corey is ice cold quiet, holding the microphone in a very suspect position.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
He's ready to say, hey man, I don't give out no man fellatio. You said as long as nobody brings it up again, we're good. But then you proceed to say that you don't give out man fellatio, the first thing that comes out your mouth. Meanwhile, Anton Daniels is saying, judge a man by the fruits of their labor, not by the color of their skin, not by materialistic possessions, but by their actions. That's how you judge somebody, by the fruits of their labor. Look at the content and the value Anton is bringing compared to Corey bringing up trash, talking about, I don't give out man fellatio. Crazy work.
Because everybody that calls himself a Christian is not a Christian.
100%. So I agree that the teachings of Jesus.
Absolutely. Another bar. Regardless of how you feel about Antoine, the same guy that put on a hot dog costume, selling out for views and clicks, the same guy getting sweet spoken to by Fleece Johnson, talking about he has a nice body and nice backside. That's some crazy work. This same guy is dropping gems on your platform, and instead of adding to the conversation, you want to keep on talking about you don't give out man fellatio.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
That's some crazy work. You already said your piece, but you keep on repeating the same phrase, ladies and gentlemen. Then you want to go on your platform and say you kept the 10 toes down? Stop the cap.
Jesus are pure. However, in the hands of Caucasian white males,
That's not true, because I know some good Caucasian
the teachings
white men.
of Jesus,
And I know
they
some
gave
bad
us slavery.
Caucasian white men.
Okay, right,
so
correct.
look, check
So
this
that's
out.
the
This is
main
what I
point. Let's
listen.
keep
Listen,
everything respectful.
listen. This is what I'm saying. The reason I don't have a lot of people up here at the show is
The reason why I don't have a lot of people like this on the show, but you just said if nobody says I give out man fellatio, we good. Why are you moving backwards now?
because I know a lot of people aren't initiated when it comes to talking to men of a certain mind state. And I don't believe you knew
what you was doing when you said something about dick sucking, brother. I can
apologize.
Okay. Hey, bro, I appreciate that.
I apologize.
I appreciate that because this ain't.
I don't think you knew what you said that I give out man fellatio. He brought it up again. So let's put into context, ladies and gentlemen. Anton Daniels brought up, judge a man by the fruits of his labor. Just because you call yourself a Christian doesn't make you a Christian. You can use the Quran in a negative way. He brought up multiple talking points. Corey, his first rebuttal is, I don't think you knew what you said that I give out man fellatio. The last thing he said before that statement was, if nobody says that I give out head, pause. then we're good. Stays quiet for like 2-3 minutes and then comes out with this.
This ain't no show. The last thing I want to do is get into it with you physically. But I have a switch. Where,
I do too. When I'm a man, just like
I
you.
respect your switch. I respect your switch.
you too.
Okay, good. I'm glad,
We
brother.
good.
It ain't no fake shit right here.
Absolutely, I'm with it.
We straight. I respect your switch, brother. And
they shake hands. Ladies and gentlemen, watch the people who you shake hands with. Those same people would put your kid on blast. Don't just be shaking hands with anybody. As a matter of fact, whoever you shake hands with, wash your hands immediately right after. You don't know where their hands been.
I'm saying, like, a lot of people don't know the way I was brought up. You can't step to men like that. So I'm not checking you. I'm just trying to let you know
we good.
That when we talk to each other a certain way, like if dick sucking is brought up, that's just like motherfucking pissing on my shoes. So I'm saying, like,
nah, nigga, that's work.
He really did study. He understands, the type of environment we came from. So he knows that people are going to take whatever they see and equate it to something because they're not going to have enough understanding of what's going on to make an appropriate decision. So he knows that there's going to be some false equivalency. People are going to think this happened and this didn't happen. And it's nothing. Anybody that's thinking, that has a logical mind, knows the play. They laugh at it.
I can't give him credit for shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what you studied. When I was in your grill, you did not say it. That's why I told D to move.
Bro, that's some goofy ass logic. When he was in his grill giving him an ultimatum, but he said it 4 times already. So you want him to fight on camera? He saw that if he would have said it, it would have been a fight, right? So he invites you to fight out in the back. That's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to indicate. Say it again. So what? So you can slap him? How about we just go out there and fight in the back? Let's square up and fight. Why do I want to get sucker punched? Say it again on camera so I can get slapped on camera. You obviously want to fight. Talking about, oh, he didn't say it again.
I'm like, oh, I'm finna bust this motherfucker.
It's real shit.
This motherfucker think I'm joking?
Pause.
And I kept getting him out. So I don't care what somebody say. It's the glasses. When you wear glasses, people think you smart. But I think the people that think people that wear glasses are smart are the dumbest people in the world.
You didn't say a single talking point when he was having that interview. You kept on saying you don't give out man fellatio. That's what you kept on saying. Now you want to talk about the man's glasses.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Don't clean that shit up. Why are you trying to clean this shit up, bro? Nigga, that's worse than pissing on your shoes.
I could get back straight. We just when I see your hand, it wasn't phony.
Listen, I get into it with my homies. I get into it with my brothers. I don't have no.
Now Antoine is sunning him, talking to him like a little boy. You kept the 10 toes. You kept the 10 toes down on your show. Got a whole guest talking to you like a little boy.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Put a man on TV, Dr. Fauci. This man had on glasses. Everybody thought he knew what he was talking about, and they did what he said. He gone with the money and everything.
But the motherfuckers like me who was looking.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna play a clip of how Corey should have replied to Anton Daniels. The energy to get his point across and not get so riled up in his emotions to where he can't even have any talking points.
On the panel, I'm letting you say what you got to say.
Nah, you go first because I don't want to be interrupted.
I just went first. I just talked for a whole hour plus.
I ain't hear nothing, so make me.
I don't have to substantiate my. If you got something you want to say, because I'm pulling you up on the platform to say what you want to say. If you got something to say it right now. Because you really not gonna listen. You wasn't controlling it. I played nice. I played nice on Lapeef, but I'm definitely ain't controlling nothing over here. So if I'm hold on, wait. If you gonna pull up on my platform, either we gonna have a conversation or we can just remove this, because I'm giving you the opportunity to say whatever you want to say. I'm not censoring you, but you're not gonna control what's happening over here.
Finished? I'm not trying to do that. That's what you tried to do last night. So I'm gonna pick up from what I said last night. First of all, I never attacked you personally. I attacked your argument, and I did it directly. As soon as you opened your mouth, the first thing you said to me was, "Oh, I'm gonna son you, and I'm gonna do all of this." And then when I interject, you said, "I agree with your point. I agree with an aspect of your point." You said, "Who is him?" And I said, "Bruh, I do agree with that aspect, but I didn't cut you off. All I said was, I agree with the point about you have to be that type of person." Now, how you describe that type of person, I didn't agree with. And as soon as I said that, you went into, you had a whole hissy fit, and you started talking about who you are, how big you are in this space, and how you're the king. All of that stuff was unnecessary and irrelevant. All I did was attack your argument. You attacked me as a person. You try to put yourself in a state like you're above somebody, and you're not. When I say you're not him, I meant that. When I say somebody is him, that means this. That means I look the
What the percentages was, and you can go back through this other type of stuff. I'm like, why would I spend additional money just to make other people feel good about me? Like,
that mean I speak the way a man wants to speak. That mean I have a wardrobe a man might want. That mean I may have items a man might want. That mean everything about my life, when men look at me and say I want to be him, I don't think you're that person. Now, do I think you have a lot to give as far as financial advice? Of course. You seem to be somebody that's very well off economically. But that doesn't mean you're the end all be all on what manhood is. That doesn't mean you're the end all be all on how to carry yourself. Nothing about you says a man needs to be like me. I'm not going to even say that about myself. But you just carry yourself, and you can't.
You literally just did.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say I'm that guy. I said
you literally just did.
I said I'm that guy.
Listen. Right now, you just giving your opinion on how you feel about yourself, and I'm glad that you feel good about yourself.
Never said I was I never talked about myself.
I literally just let you state your piece. You gonna let me respond?
I'm not finished talking though.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Similar to how we did last night, but we gonna get there. We gonna get there.
I never said I was that guy. I explained how you're not that guy. I never said I was that guy. I never said I was that dude or nothing like that. I never said that, and you can never quote me on me saying, "Yo, I'm that dude." I never said that, and I never will say that. But you said you was that dude, and the only reason that you're saying that you're that dude is because you have a couple dollars, and that's great, bro. We all need successful people to admire. We need people to look up to financially, but that's it. That's where it goes. Like I said, everything about you does not reek I'm that guy, and for you to speak to people that way is disrespectful. And you put yourself and you try to put yourself in the echelon like you're over people. I never attacked you personally. I attacked your argument. You call me a feminine man, which is like calling me a bitch. And then you start talking extra crazy later on. So what I'm saying is, if you want to talk that crazy, let's get in a place where it's me there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm playing this clip is that you can articulate your words and still get your point across and show that you are upset, but in a very civil manner. Meanwhile, Corey wants to apologize for the next man, talking about, I don't think you knew what you said when you said that I give out man fellatio, apologizing for the next man, then shakes his hand twice and still can't get over the fact that Anton Daniels says he gives out man fellatio. A grown man can't speak his piece repeatedly saying the same thing over and over and over again. But yet y'all defending Corey as if he kept it real. He kept the 10 toes down in the middle of the interview. He got dog walked, ladies and gentlemen, on his own platform. Dog walked. So what is he talking about? On his own platform, talking about Anton Daniels didn't get the mission accomplished. Oh, yes, he did. He capitalized multiple interviews, made you look like you're out of sync, discombobulated, pulled down your drawers, bent you over, and did the unthinkable. Pause. Whoa!
I got three brothers, and we scrap it out. I scrap with my nephews. It is what it is. And then we shake hands and we keep it moving once we have a disagreement and we get it out of our system. So if we good, then we good.
I'm good.
I'm with it. Let's get to the conversation.
It's the second time he said he's good. So you said initially, before this statement, if nobody says I do that man fellatio, then we good. You grab the microphone again, shake hands, says I respect your switch, meaning I respect your rebuttal. And now you're saying you're good again, and you still can't get over that phrase. Meanwhile, Antoine is bringing conversation. And this is the same person certain content creators are saying that he kept it 10 toes down. He said he's good. So who is really in their feelings? He said he's good multiple times. Multiple times. Don't say it again. Who do you think said it again? Corey brought it up again. He can't move past that statement, ladies and gentlemen. Antoine is trying to have talking points. He's trying to have a civilized conversation. Corey, he can't. Crazy work, a grown-ass man, this emotional.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Crazy ass work.
That's why I tried to explain myself right there, because I'm like, this man probably don't even know that my mind is set up, Anton, my mind is set up when people do things like I call it backdooria on my show. Mm-hmm. When people throw that at you, it's a set off.
Pause.
And I'm saying, like,
you just said you're good and you're talking about it again.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
I ain't trying to get set off. I think I'm a lot more than somebody with name calling to get at me. But I'm saying, like,
but see, I don't believe you, Corey. I don't believe you, bro.
Okay.
And let me tell you why I don't believe you. Because you
Shut your bitch ass up.
The Fauci, like, man, fuck that motherfucker. We always the ones who they treat us like we don't know what we doing. We know what we doing. You can't come to me with no script about you got to do this if you want to survive. When I've been surviving out here without doing what they say ever since I was probably in 5th grade, and I realized I ain't fucking with what these people talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank every single one of y'all in the building. Do me a favor and subscribe to this platform. Also, hit the bell notification so you will be notified when I do go live. Let me know your take on the situation. Is Corey have any room to talk after he got dog walked on his own platform? I mean, what is there to say? Because I don't care to hear what you would have done. What happened in the middle when Antoine cooked you on your own platform? That's some crazy work.
people follow me. They supposed to, because I'm the truth, nigga. Why wouldn't white people follow me? I'm the truth to them too. I'm the truth to you. You just in denial. They get in this game.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
My experience with life is pretty awesome. Somebody told me probably like a little over 2 weeks ago, they like, you know, if you so rich and this and that, which I never even brought up money, but they like, if you so rich, if you got...
Is you there? You could bring Lapeef. You could bring Lapeef or whatever you want to do, and we can have this conversation in person. That's not me saying I'm going to punch on you or none of that. But I'm not going to talk disrespectful to nobody, online or off. But the words you was using, I don't care who you got on your team. I don't care who you think you could call up. You will never talk to me like that if we was in front of each other. You won't do that. So for you to get all flex on me
Let me know when you're
last
done.
night,
Let me
that
know when
was
you're done.
irrelevant.
Let me know when you're done.
I'm done.
Okay, cool. All right, so the first thing that you did that you don't want to acknowledge is that I extended respect to you when you told me not to interrupt you and let you finish a sentence, just like I just did right now. And then when I started talking, you interrupted the minute that I said that you was using word salad. That's all I said was that you was using word salad. I ain't disrespect you. I ain't say nothing negative to you. I ain't call you out your name. I hadn't even said that I was gonna son you yet. All I said was you was using word salad, and I literally just played the video for the people. And then you start cutting me off and interrupting me, and you wouldn't even let me speak.
Can I make one small interjection? I'm gonna let you go. I just want to make one small interjection like I did last night, and I'm gonna let you go. When I interrupted you, brother, you said you're using word salad, and you also said you agree with me. And I interjected and said I agreed with an aspect.
This brother, whoever he is, knows how to have a conversation. Obviously, he's feeling some type of way, but you can articulate your words and get your point across. Once again, this brother that's to the right, he got disrespected by Antoine, but he still got his point across. Meanwhile, Corey, he kept on repeating, I don't give out fellatio. I don't give out fellatio. That's what he kept on saying. Okay, we heard you. What else? Yo, crazy words.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Same shit that you feel offended by.
Really?
You do, absolutely.
Give me an example.
You just did it. You said a lot of shit to me that I don't necessarily care about.
I ain't said nothing about dick sucking.
You pick and choose what's disrespectful because you applying it to you.
This man can't get over that phrase. Why does he keep on repeating that, ladies and gentlemen?
You can't ask somebody to let them finish because you don't even know the additional context that I was given. You can't ask somebody to let you finish. I let you finish because I wanted to interject on you and actually add additional context, but I let you finish.
But did you hear what I just said?
Look at you. You can't even let me finish this. You just said that you was done and you was going to let me say my piece. You ain't even letting me talk on my own panel.
Did you hear what I just said, though?
Nigga, I'm a G to everybody. I'm the man to everybody, not just to you, not just to our community. I'm the man to everybody.
You got a problem learning how to communicate effectively and you don't do the thing that you asked for? Do you understand that you got a problem communicating and you don't extend the same grace that you ask other people to do? That was the foundation of the problem of why it jumped off yesterday in the first place. You asked for respect. I gave it to you because you asked me for it. And then I asked you for the same grace and you couldn't keep your mouth closed for 5 seconds to let me give the additional context of what you just admitted that you agreed with a portion of what I was saying.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
I don't
About 5th, 6th grade, that's when I realized, oh, this all sucker shit.
Yeah.
So motherfuckers with glasses can fool you. I studied. You didn't study me, because when I got up on you, you failed the test. And you'll fail it every time if a man in your face. I know it.
People out there that don't take that shit.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said that. So listen to me, Anton.
But hold on. Let me say this last
Go ahead,
part.
land.
But I get it because you don't know me and I don't know you. So you don't know what I look at as disrespectful. And so as a result, I just let that shit ride. The only thing that ever triggers me is it, and this is why I like to do shows in person.
Why that's such a difficult thing to do. The second thing is, once it popped off, then you start revealing your hand. I seen you on my Instagram story, bro. You watched my Instagram stories. You already had said that you had watched my videos and you watched my content. You brought up money. You wasn't on my Instagram story? Because I can pull it up right now.
I don't even follow you. I probably checked it out today to see what you're talking about. I don't follow.
My experience with life is pretty awesome. Somebody told me probably like a little over 2 weeks ago, they like, you know, if you so rich and this and that, which I never even brought up money, but they like, if you. So did you watch my Instagram story or not?
I don't recall.
You're not even moving with integrity, bro. How you gonna say you
I just don't
probably
recall.
checked it out? You
I
don't know
said
who
I don't
Instagram stories.
recall.
So
I
wait.
don't
You
recall.
don't hold on, wait. Think about this. You don't follow me, but you don't know if you check my story, because in order to check my story, you gotta search me up. Because you don't follow me, it automatically don't play on your timeline. You don't know if you check my Instagram story or not?
I gave it all for
Bruh, I probably checked something because you was talking to somebody I'm familiar with, but I don't follow you, dog. But that's besides the point. Just keep making your point.
This ain't even a conversation in integrity. You not even coming into this shit honest, bro.
You see what Antoine is doing, ladies and gentlemen? The man is keeping it. This is how you keep it 10 toes down. The man said that's besides the point. So, Corey, when he called you a dick sucker, pause. Okay, you squashed the beef, y'all shook hands, you apologized for his actions. That's some crazy work. How's the next man gonna apologize for the next man's actions? As if he knew blatantly what he was doing. But I digress. You didn't hold him to the fire, and you kept on saying the same phrase over and over and over again instead of adding to the conversation.
I think the jabs they knew they was disrespectful and it was an insult. Oh shit wasn't light jabs, so he knew it.
I told you before the show. I said I don't do no more live streams with people that I don't know. Did I not say that? Because I want to see and look in their eyes and see what's really happening, right? And the reason that is because
Also, it's great to do business in person so the host doesn't put you in the backstage and mute your mic and control the narrative, because as you know it, there's some people that would control the politics of the platform by putting you in the backstage. So that is a pro by pulling a person.
only thing that set me off is if somebody make it seem like they ready to do something. Then I'm like, okay, well, it's all hands up. Fuck the conversation.
Well, how about this? People may be ready to do something for whatever reason. They want to be ready to do something. But what I'm saying to you is, you know, in this world, they are trying to normalize men in dresses.
Where did that come from? Now, ladies and gentlemen, he's absolutely right. They are trying to normalize men to become more feminine. They're trying to promote these kids in the cartoons. Watch what your kids are watching. They're trying to push the Fruity Pebble agenda in your kid cartoon shows. Just because it's a cartoon doesn't mean they're looking out for their best interests. It used to be back in the day, you see a cartoon and parents would give the cartoon the benefit of the doubt. But now they're putting the Fruity Pebble agenda in these kid cartoon shows, ladies and gentlemen. So Corey's absolutely right. They're trying to demasculate the man and make him more feminine. But what does that have to do with the conversation?
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Trying to normalize a woman wearing a thong in front of a church gathering or whatever.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I could handle whatever is happening out there, but I'm saying like,
he said you agree.
What's this man talking about?
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Bro. You not even being real.
I'm not a follower of you, bro.
You not even being real. You check my shit, bro.
Do I follow your page?
Did you check my shit? Did you check my shit?
Perhaps, maybe one day, but I don't follow you, bro. I don't recall checking you out. I'm not a constant follower of Anton Daniels, bro. But that's besides the point.
You do know it shows who checked your shit, right?
Bro, if I did, maybe a day or two, maybe once or twice, maybe. But I'm not a follower of you. If I look you up, it's because I was talking to somebody that I'm a friend with. But stick to the topic. Make your point.
I'm sticking to the topic.
I'm not on your
I'm substantiating my argument all the way across the board. The fact of the matter is, you check my shit. Then you brought up money, which isn't even a part of the conversation. You keep bringing up money, which basically tell me that you feel a certain type of way about the fact that I got money. Now, I'm not even gonna mention you with regard to money because I don't know what you got.
I love brothers making money.
It don't mean shit to me because this ain't a money fight. I never brought up money in the conversation yesterday, but you doing the same thing you did yesterday. You did it today. You brought up money, so it must trigger you and it feel a certain type of way. The third thing
Well,
is,
can I ask you a question?
the third thing is you mention who it is that I lay next to every night. That's a problem.
I'm in the streets. White people come up to me and say, "Oh my God, can I take a picture?" And your girl too. Why wouldn't they? Nigga, I want everybody to follow me.
Politicians are just walking off, thinking it's okay Tuesday, and they want to go visit the Trump. They want to blame the Trump administration. We have Democrats blaming ICE. I'm tired. My people are suffering. I'm scared for my little brother. My people are suffering, and these people just walk off. We have a governor who fucking doesn't care. How many more people are gonna freaking die? How many more people are gonna go homeless? And how many more people are gonna be trafficked in our freaking system?
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Subscribe to this platform once again. Do me a favor and like this video. Also, let me know your take on the situation in the comment section. Take care of yourself. If you don't, who is? All you have is yourself. Love yourself, man. Once again, all you have is yourself. I'm out.
Think you look good. Nah.
I be trying to laugh with the
look
bros.
good. Think you look good. Now I got to see what's up with you, right? I mean, you don't think you look good. Not that, I don't look that good. Do you think you look good? Nah. Do you think you got a nice body? No. Nice butt? No. I do. Jesus Christ. See, you got low self-esteem, but let's get back. I'm going to show you respect. You know, you my... No, you can say whatever you want to say. And I'm for real. You can say...
Motherfuckers ain't in love with the game. Y'all don't respect the game.